Welcome to this week's edition of the Regtech Africa News Roundup. And here are the top headlines for the week. CBN mandates banks to accept both old and redesigned banknotes. FRC's new CEO, Dr. Rabiu Olowo, pledges rigorous standards enforcement and digital transformation. CBN to freeze bank accounts not linked to BVN or NIN. NICOM expresses concern over a high volume of unsettled claims by insurance firms. Orange unveils Maxit application, a super application for Middle East and Africa. Handtech fortifies commitment to client integrity, obtains Seychelles FSA license. And Google urges UK antitrust action against Microsoft in cloud markets. Now the news in details. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has instructed all of its branches to continue issuing and accepting all denominations of Nigerian banknotes encompassing both the old and redesigned versions to and from deposit money banks, DMBs. The directive comes as a response to the Supreme Court's order and was communicated in a statement on Wednesday by the CBN spokesperson, Sidi Ali Akama. The newly appointed Executive Secretary and Chief Executive Officer of the Financial Reporting Council, FRC, Rabiu Olowo, has outlined the Council's agenda, emphasizing the commitment to stricter enforcement of standards and the integration of technology for improved efficiency. Olowo assumed office on October 16, 2023, mentioned that 4 pillars of the transformation agenda is called DOSE, which is digitization, operational excellence, stakeholder engagement, and enforcement. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, says all accounts without the Bank Verification Number, BVN, and the National Identity Number, NIN, will be restricted from performing any transaction starting March 1, 2024. The CBN further stressed that all existing Tier 1 unfunded accounts or wallets without BVN or NIN would immediately be placed on post-no debit or credit until the new requirement is satisfied. The Commissioner for Insurance, Sunday Thomas, has raised alarm over the substantial number of outstanding insurance claims based on recent evaluations and on-site examinations conducted by the National Insurance Commission, NICOM. Sunday noted this in Lagos during the 2023 Insurance Directors Conference organized by the College of Insurance and Financial Management, CIFM. The Commission acknowledged that governance challenges often lead to the collapse of companies, but however highlighted new penalties imposed on companies utilizing unlicensed intermediaries in violation of the Insurance Act 2003. Let's go for a short break, and when we come back, the news continues.
Do you want to develop strong foundation in regulatory fundamentals and the role of technology to achieve set organizational strategic plans? Sign up for the Regulatory Technology for Governance, Risk and Compliance training with AGRC in London and elevate your expertise.
Now in African news. A telecommunications group, Orange, has launched its innovative super application Maxit in several Middle East and African countries with the aim to seamlessly integrate telecommunications, financial, and e-commerce activities. Maxit application, which is available to users regardless of their telecom operator, will debut in Cameroon, Senegal, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Botswana. A leading global financial services provider, Handtech, has announced its recent acquisition of a new license from the Financial Services Authority (FSA) in Seychelles. The firm noted that the strategic move marks a significant milestone in Handtech's mission to broaden its global reach and further solidify its position as a trusted partner in the financial industry. Finally, world news. Google has urged Britain's antitrust regulator, the Competition and Markets Authority (CMA), to take action against Microsoft, alleging that Microsoft's business practices create an unfair disadvantage to its rivals. Recently, Microsoft and Amazon have been under global scrutiny for their dominance of the cloud computing industry, prompting investigations by regulators in the UK, the European Union, and the United States. And that's it, Regtech Africa News Roundup. Join us again next week for all other important news updates.